In this part, you're going to be learning about color correction, color grading, and then we'll add the final touches, which is sound design, before we'll then move into monetization and how you can make money from video editing. As you can see, this video is bland. I did shoot it in D-Log, so it's not really log. It's just almost like almost log, demi-log. That's what they call it. So, well, this is where we're going to be using the effects tab. I prefer to use this because it's way more like it has its own tab and all that stuff, and you can save it as preset once you're if you use that instead of using it applying it to the video itself. So let's just do a quick explanation, which is the brightness. As you can see, brightness, it just increases the whole video or decreases the whole video. That is what it just applies to everything. So when you talk about contrast, it increases the light part of the image and decreases the dark part of the image. It's like fighting each other. So as you can see, this place has light and it's increased, and the place that is dark is decreased. So yeah, that is what contrast does. And then when you talk about saturation, it just overall makes the color pop. It makes every color pop, and then it just increase. So makes every color pop. Uh, yeah, even with the saturation like this, like it's almost turn the video into something else. So when we talk about brilliance, the brilliance is just increasing the light in a. It's just like brightness, but not really too much. Then the sharpening, you need it in every video. It makes the video, the image pop. Clarity adds to the sharpen. So basically, sharpening like it increases the quality of the video, also with clarity as well. I talk about HSL. If you have a orange, anything, just individual colors here, it will increase. You can increase the saturation. You can change the color. Like obviously we have blue there. We can change the color to green. Now it's green because we made the hue go down, and then we can also decrease the saturation and all that. So you can change colors here and all that, increase the saturation for a color here. Now this graph, you can basically adjust the colors in this place. You can just adjust it. I like to use this graph by doing it in an S curve, just turning every single thing to an just light S curve. Once you if you put it in a light S curve in most of your videos, some videos it may not really fit, but in most of the videos I do, it makes the video look way more clearer, like HD. You may not notice the subtle difference, but it adds a lot to your video. So now if we go like this, now if you go like this, you're saying what the graph has already done. Just it has already restored most of the colors and just make it high, make it look great already. So the highlight, if you increase the highlights, you're just increasing the part that has more light in the video. In this video, I would love it to have a little bit more light because I didn't really put more light on my face. And the shadow, if you decrease the shadow, it just decreases the light. And if you increase the shadow, it increases the dark part of your image. The same with the white and the blacks. And then temperature, obviously, you want a hot temperature, you go this way. If you want a cool temperature, you go this way. So for the fade, just literally saw everything. Then we know what green is. Just add a retro look to the image. Vignettes, just add black if you go this way, white if you go this way. Then the hue, if you want your image to be way more pink, and then green, this is where if you are trying to make a cinematic edit, you can put it green. Maybe if you're outside, you can put it green and all that. You can reduce the tint here so it will help it to look more cinematic. So without further ado, we're just going to start with l- just do some color grading on it. I'm not gonna increase the brightness too much, but just a 7 is okay. The contrast will just increase it a little bit to add just a little bit of contrast, and then just okay. That is okay. Not too much. I'm gonna increase the sharpen and the clarity. Let me see how increasing this would look like on the face. And the lighting, remember that lighting, your light affects how your image's result is gonna come out. If you have a bad lighting, bro, doesn't matter how you do it, your image result is not gonna be the best. For this video, I had a different idea, but it didn't turn out. I wanted it to be foggy, but the smoke that was used did not last, unfortunately. So it wasn't foggy. I tried to use bond paper. Don't judge me. Alright, let's get back to the edit. So for the shadows and the white balance, the whites and the blacks, to be honest, I don't really think should add much because we don't need much temperature. I don't need much hue. I don't even need a vignette and a gray. I don't need that. But right now the image is looking, but for the graph, most of the time check out the graph and try and put it in an S curve every time to see the difference. It brings back the image. If I remove the graph, if I were to remove the graph right now, just reset it, you see how bland the image is. But now that the graph is here, it just brings life to every video, every image. So yeah, that is it about color correction and color grading. You can also add a filter to it. Basically, what I do with the filter is I just like test it out and just look through it. And depends on what I'm going for. Of I don't usually add filters all the time, but if you want to add, it's always good to like test out the waters and see, okay, what will this filter add to my video, which is actually good. Very good to test out water, but yeah, no filters for this, obviously.
This is my brother Josh.
Alright, so this is the first part that we're gonna edit. Obviously, you guys already know we are doing a text. Sorry. We're just gonna do a text. I've already edited this video before, but so I would like to choose red because it just fits the style.
This my bro- thi- this my bro-
Okay.
this my brother.
Obviously, you guys already know how it is. This is I'm gonna just change the font. Try to put Y. This is a cinematic video, by the way, so it's gonna be different editing. That's why I'm doing it so that you guys can see, how a cinematic video can be edited. So you already know how, to edit the other stuff. And then now we are learning how to do text animation on a cinematic video and all that stuff. Mhm. Brother. So I'm gonna try to put it here. Just trying to see the best text placement to put it, because this picture is the main focus. Okay, brother Josh. So we want to put it around this picture. So if you can also look at the picture and look at the text. Like I said about the focal point, you have to point your viewers, whether it's your text, whether it's the things around, you have to point your viewers to one place. And so I will not put my text here while I'm trying to direct my viewer's eye to the picture, obviously. That is one why we talked about focal points. So this is my brother Josh.
This my
Just put it here. This my brother.
this my brother Josh.
Okay. We did that in just less than 5 minutes.
This my brother Josh.
So now, we're just gonna add some sound design. I don't think I have the rest of these videos, but this is just gonna be the first example, and then we'll do another example of sound design um before we move on. So we're talking about this my brother Josh, and just using CapCut has this type 1 key. Just gonna put it here.
This my
Uh Duplicate it.
this my brother Josh.
I also want to bring in a camera flash noise. Mm, Camera. Yeah, I love that.
This my brother Josh.
Obviously, we do
Brother
the
Josh.
deduplicated brother.
This my brother Josh.
That sounds nice.
This my brother Josh.
So, yeah. So, one thing about sound design or creating a sound, you want to like create a sound that is similar to what is going on the screen. And sound design can be attached with bringing out the emotion of the video. Now, as you can see, we're doing one text at a time that is coming out. That's why I'm using the typing sound. And then sometimes you have to add contrast to the sound. Instead of me to just use the typing sound all together, that's why most edits you see that they always use like shorter sound most of the time, because it may not really click, but it's adding contrast to it. So that's the reason why, like, you should sometimes if you add contrast to it. Now, bring you sound design is basically bringing out the emotion, but when you are doing your sound design, don't make it too loud. Most beginner video you see online, the sound design is very loud. They're always using the ding sound, do this, do that. But if you watch a professional video, you barely notice the sound design because they're adding it seamlessly. So this is my brother Josh.
This my brother Josh.
Also, as you can see on the sound,
This my brother Josh.
it's not this is my brother Josh. I'm putting a sound on everything. I'm just highlighting it. This is my, then I put brother Josh. Understand? So you're counting frames, you're highlighting, okay, what do I want to highlight? Obviously, it's not everything that you put a sound design for, because it would then be too chaotic. So if you're editing your videos or you're putting a sound design, don't make it too chaotic, but try and put sound design, try and put sound effects in places that to add to the movements that you are trying to make in your video. If that
This my
makes sense.
brother Josh.
I love this. Alright, so I'm gonna try and look for something else. I don't think I have it. I want to try and look for something else that I've already done the sound design so I can redo the sound design again. I'm not sure I still have it. I didn't do sound design on this one.